Alright, I'm just doing a little mic check right now. Which is good. Alright. So pretty much life update. Why I haven't been live streaming as usual. The reason why is one, my health. Two, I haven't got the motivation to do it. It's just I do, but when I do have the motivation, it's like it kills my, like when my cough, vomiting. That's the reason why. That's the main reason. Another top of that, salty people on 2K21. I don't have my original account no more. Pretty much that's another reason. People don't like my comments. People don't like my trash talk. So pretty much Asa Spades, I'll leave his gamer tag on he would say a whole bunch of shit, but he won't bring up the real reason why he reported me and my original account got permanently suspended is what the definition is. Literally it is literally temporary, permanently suspended. I haven't been on that account for over a month. Because of Ace of Spades. Because of 2K, it started on 2K21, and here's the real story. And what went down, okay? In real life, if you guys ever watch basketball in real life, you never see a player hug onto their opponent with both of their arms. Literally, you don't hold the player down by their arms. And I message him like, get off of me. And he didn't want to listen. I told him another time. I told him to get off of me, stop holding me down. Otherwise, you get called on it. And I kept pushing him off of me, which then, in reaction of me trying to get him off of me by messaging and all. And yeah, pretty much he wanted to be a dick and keep on doing it. And so therefore I'm causing illegal screens, which is very pathetic in a way on my end as well. But I didn't really say the full language. I just used the N, and then I just used the letter N, and it's literally said N, the letter N. And yeah, some people will say, oh, that's bad, you know, but some people are like, wait, did you say the full or just say the letter? I'll be like, I said the letter. Because that's exactly what I said, is the letter and N-word. Well, not then the N-word, but you know what I mean. When he types up in like this, up there in the end game. I'll just select someone I really don't know and do this. This is how I said and I typed it this way. I did this. Abbreviations and all. This is what I said to him. Capitalized. I'm not going to press That's what I said to him.
I'm not going to press.
And then he wanted, and then after the game, he wanted to go on my YouTube channel and start harassing me and all this. I was like, really? And I looked up what he, because whenever somebody leaves a comment, they leave a little hint of their YouTube channel. Dude, the guy's so fucking fat and fucking white, it's not even fucking funny. He's like a fucking ghost, and so fucking fat he needs to lose weight. He literally a couch potato would be another definition. If he was like, when he gets older, he would be like Chris Farley when he goes up. If he doesn't lose any weight, he would be like Chris Farley when he reaches Chris Farley's age. He's so white and everything, and he got offensive by it. It's like, really? And I called him out for it. Oh, that's not my YouTube channel. You left a comment. Of course it's your YouTube channel, you dumb shit. And he got offensive. That's how my account got permanently suspended. It didn't say anything about banned. It said permanently suspended. Don't know if that's a whole new term of permanently banned or not, but like a whole new terms, like, oh, we're not going to call it ban anymore, we're going to call it suspension. But yeah, because of that, of 2K21, he got my original account suspended. So I've been working on this account since then. And this happened Christmas Eve, to be more exactly. Christmas Eve, I got my account permanently suspended. So that's exactly what happened. And that's why I haven't done any live streams, because, yeah, I was going to bring it up when it's like, it's too fresh on my memory. I don't forget things very easily. He wanted to be salty and report me just because of that. Like, really? He also sent me a photo. Oh, you're so trash. Like, dude, you had, there was like a few people on my team. It was me and one other guy, alright? It was me and one other guy. Everybody else just freaking left the game because they didn't know how to block or even score. And this guy was like, what, 81 overall? And not even, I couldn't even do nothing because everybody would get in my freaking way. Because, yeah, I'll be guarding him. But if I had the right open shot, I wouldn't be able to take it because he's holding me down, which is illegal. If you watch a real life game of NBA, watch between the two people. And what I mean by holding somebody down, to be more precise on that, if the opponent holds you down in a basketball game, alright, which is technically a blocking foul. It's that's a realistic term, and they've been reinforcing it over the years. But 2K21 doesn't give a shit. Like, 2K devs don't give a shit and not updating their shit. So I literally created a sharpshooter, in other words. He was a small, like a Michael Jordan build. But he was like an 80 like 8 overall. Yeah, 88 overall, and this guy was an 81. So pretty much he wanted to be a dick and hold my character down, which loses my stamina. On 2K21, current gen. This is current gen. I don't have a PS5. I don't have money to get a PS5 because I still have court fines to pay off that I haven't paid because I live on Social Security and all, and people want to make fun of my disability. Literally. Oh, do you sound like a... recently a guy said, oh, you sound like you spell and sound like a 3-year-old. I was like, really? And this happened on GTA. This is the most recent one. Before our live stream yesterday. And I was like, oh, really? And it went back and forth. It's like, so you really don't like people like me, in other words, or anybody that's not like you. Rich and powerful and spoiled as the fucking moon is. And not literally the moon isn't spoiled because it's not. Well, it could be rich in a way. It has minerals that we don't know about. But yeah. So that's the reason why I have not live streamed over the course of my usual time frame. Which in a way it does suck in a way because I want to get back on schedule during that, but these people want to be assholes. Oh, you're a fucking retard. Oh, you're fucking this. Oh, you're on disability. No shit, Sherlock. Like, you know, I don't know how you know more about me than anything in a fucking life form. I mean, I know more about myself than you ever will. And just give you an idea of how much of fines I have to pay in court costs and restitution. $4,000. That's how much that's how much it is. It's $4 fucking grand. Which is really bad because I can't afford $4,000 worth of shit. I mean, over the course of what, certain amount of years? Yeah, certain amount of years. That would take me years to pay that off. More than what I'm on probation for. And they want me to pay. It's like, really? So, yeah. And I'm on probation for about 3 to 4 years as well. Which, that's probably amount of time why I won't be on PS5 anytime soon. Even when they get in stock. It'll be like by luck and chance and a kind person who's willing to lend me money to get a PS5. And they don't care if I pay it back or not. That's what I'm living with and not dealing with right now. And yes, my next door neighbor still wants to be an ass. And even though not recently, like this recently, but you know, like yesterday or this month or as of yet this year, so close. I mean, I'll be shocked. Well, probably more like around summertime. She probably more chance will. Which is probably more likely when she would do it. Just be an ass. But in case that does happen and everything, or when it does happen, I got plans for her she won't like. And it's nothing volatile, nothing bad, nothing incriminating. Well, for me at least. It won't be incriminating for me. It'll be incriminating herself in so many ways that what I do, she can't get out of going to court. That's how bad I have it planned. Where she was probably paying more in fines, more in restitution than I will ever be paying for. Pretty much nuisance phone calls, if she does. This is what my plan is, so you guys know what's going to happen. Also, I do have a cop on my YouTube channel. I don't know if he still is, but locally. Is pretty much, this is my plans for her. She could be warned. She could be, say, hey, you better not do this because he's going to press charges. Well, if she doesn't heed that warning, it will come. Because stalking for one. 2, nuisance phone calls that's not emergency related. And this is like, this is actually considered a civil right lawsuit. A civil lawsuit. And I will have family backing me up on it. Family members helping me out. Getting everything to criminate her. That way, yeah. And I also got a family member who's looking into finding a good lawyer to get me off the probation because of what she accused me of, and there's no proof because the district attorney showed no fucking proof at the preliminary hearing. They didn't show no proof. They said, oh yeah, we have it right here in the file, but never actually ripped it out. That sounded very fucking dirty as hell. Literally, they did not show, oh, okay, so, and knowing that she has third-party, terroristic threats at me, which both of them would, if this happens again in the summertime, it would be just that. She will go to prison, and they don't play hefty on that. And the cop even warned her if she get it again or do it again, which she does. She buys her time. In other words, she buys her time and hope for the better or worse, you know. But then again, it's not gonna happen in a whole little visionary world she might have. And you guys already know back in, not last year, but the year before, what it was. I'm just going to tell you what I was accused of for, because it's been finalized. I'm on probation, of course, so $4,000 you heard me say. So what was I accused of? I was accused of pretty much doing harm to her. Aggravated assault. In which she's like, what? Some up there in age. If she was like a family member, she'd be like a grandmother in a way. It's like, I don't, knowing that I have made a vow when I was back in kindergarten. After I protected a female from a guy doing what I was accused of this couple years ago. So, yeah, why would I go back on my vow of my blood oath and do it to her? Yeah, she might have deserved it in a way because she's been harassing me and my father. She's been everything up our asses, and she wants to be a dick, a cunt, a bitch. She wants to be a fucking cunt and a whore and everything. And she claims she works for Benda, which I doubt it because she's 80 to going on 90 in other words. And she acts like she's 80 going on 20. And I never lay a hand on her ever. So therefore, how the fuck am I going to go back on my word that I made a blood oath back in kindergarten? And not only that, there was another one. I made an oath. I made another oath back then. That was never tell another lie. So in other words, I can't lie to save my own ass, is what it's down to. So those two blood oaths I've made in kindergarten without even realizing I made a blood oath to myself. So some kindergarten did that because I had childhood trauma going on in that time frame. I had childhood trauma, so it was right for. And guess what? When you make a blood oath, it stays in effect until the day you die. And knowing that, if you break your blood oath, you're considered dead. Like literally, if you look up, oh, what does it mean to break a blood oath? Actually, I'm going to do it right now, because I know what the meaning is. But to be more precise, what it actually means. An oath taken by two or more people in which they ceremonially use or exchange each other's blood. Oh, no. No, what? That's the meaning of it. More like what happens when you break a blood oath. Typically, if the oath is broken, that just means that whatever effects were made by the oath will just be renounced. If this was a blood oath, oh, okay, so a regular oath will be renounced. But however, if this was a blood oath to make an alliance with some entity or something in exchange for something else, the effects will probably be negative and potentially deadly. So yeah. And when it's consider making a vow, in other words. You make a vow about something, and so on and so forth. And I wrote it on a piece of paper. And the cut I had got in a paper cut because my adopted mother poured the paper out of my hand, just curious what it said. And she literally ripped it out of my hand, thinking I had right between the thumb and the point finger. I had more closely to the thumb, but just to give you an idea where I'm talking about. Having a paper cut in that area is not very comfortable, and it happened more than once. It happened twice, and the paper had blood on it. So, and this happened in kindergarten. and she wanted me to write something else besides what I wrote. And she's like, "What are you trying to spell? Like lie down?" Right now, I had trouble spelling line. Never tell another lie. She pretty much asked, what did I mean by that? What was the purpose of that? And so I just told her the reason why and the description I was referring to. So pretty much from there, I told her it's me never telling another lie just because you want me to tell a lie. Oh, I'm not going to tell another lie because I don't forget. So, and knowing that, she's like, "So you mean lying? Lie?" And I told her yes. And therefore, I did that. And so therefore, I freaking bite. So yeah, in other words, that happened. So, two blood oaths back in kindergarten. This is what I was talking about when I cannot lie, and I will never lay a hand on another female, no matter how they freaking piss me off. I mean, they could be the goddamn worst of the fucking nightmare. They could be the next Freddy nightmare. Or even the Satan's queen. I would never lay a hand on a female. She could be ugly, she could be hot, I don't give a fuck. She could be like, my next door neighbor, a bitch, a cunt, and everything, and want to be a peasant. I would never even lay a hand on a female. That's how dedicated I am. And she accused me of doing bodily harm to her. And here's the thing, she can't even keep a story straight to tell it correctly. Pretty much the reason why I say that, I'm going to my office to explain it more. So hold on to that thought. She wants to. The stories she said were not one of them was the truth. Not one of them was the truth. For someone who lived a sheltered life for more than his whole damn life, up until the age of 27, I lived a sheltered life. From age 9 to 27 is when I did not live, well, age 27. So, if you were doing the math, from age 9 to age 27, that's definitely definitely a decade or more. It's almost like a half a freaking century of living a sheltered life. So let me actually do the math to be more precise on that. I like to be very specific and very precise. So, alright. 18 years. Oh, wow. Wow. 2 years shy of a century. 18 years, I lived a sheltered life. And people don't know what that means or even how that even became. And people on video games don't give a shit they think, oh, I'm rich and all that. No, dude. I'm not rich. I'm not rich at all. I'm fucking poor as a motherfucker. I'm just up from being homeless. Just put it that way. With my SSI, my disability, without that, I'll be homeless. Without those two, I'll be homeless. Just because I have those two, with those two, yeah. I'm not homeless, but I'm just up from homeless. I got a roof over my head. I'm living with a parent of mine that I did not know until I was 23. I didn't know my family. I didn't know there was a whole nother life with me. I mean, literally. I didn't know there was like a family that I'd never met before. And that happened when I was 23 years old. And that was, at that time, I was 10 years. 10 years away from, since I haven't lived with my adopted family. And I do have two names, both legal. One of them I use for YouTube. And the other one is more legal. It's my legal name. I'm not going to give that out. I never will. I like my name as what I prefer to be called, which is Ashton Hunt. And there's people that
can't. God, who the hell can't?
And there's people that can't actually pronounce my name right. They can't really pronounce my name at all. Well, there's be like Austin Hunt or Austin Kutcher. It's like, really? Austin? How do you get fucking Austin out of Ashton? It's like, really? If you're gonna say my name, pronounce it freaking right. And by the way, it's not Austin, it's Ashton. T-O-N. Ashton. Like you ash and then you ton it. Like a ton of. How would I? By weight, a ton. You weigh a ton, you know. But it's Ashton, not Austin. And my last name's definitely not Austin Kutcher. I mean, there's only one. There can't be fucking two, that's for sure. I mean, it's possible, but it's not more likely not gonna happen. Unless Ashton Kutcher himself has a son and names him Ashton. And have his last name. And I bet you he never been bullied because I consider him a comedian. Not a lot of people would, but in his younger days he pulled pranks out. He was a comedian in his own creative ways. He was like Steve-O before there was Steve-O. In other words, he was his own little which is very funny. I like them both. I like comedians or like stupid pranks or, you know, stupid stunts like Steve-O. I mean, there's things that, you know, you don't actually figure out every day, you know? It's like, oh, I wish I could do this and make money off of it. They did. And they did those things. And I credit those people. You know? I mean, eventually something like that might happen with my YouTube channel. But at this, I probably like, probably like over my dead body, in other words, that might happen. Because I do have videos on my channel that, oh, I could use as freaking profit. I could profit off my own videos, of my own uploads, like my lifestyle, or little short gameplay that I did on 2K18. That's over almost 3,000 views. Literally almost 3,000 views. And on top of that, I got a video that happened about 7 months ago. Yeah, there's a video out there that happened 7 months ago, and it's viral, and it's still growing to this day, 7 months later, just like 2K18. That is viral. I mean, I got that. Let me look it up. Hang on. So, back in July, 7 months ago. Hang on, 9, 8, 7, yeah. 531 views. The block party that you see on my profile picture on YouTube, like the reason, well, people do it as the most recent video, but I do it as by the view count, you know, because I only have 2 videos that are out there, you know. It's like, let me actually figure out what my would be. Hold on. I'm trying to find the YouTube channel, the video I did on, that I did back on 2K18. Okay. Where I said, oh, if you're trying to find the newsstand here, go here, you know?
You thought about giving me some shares, boss?
2 years. The newsstand one, where is that at? I have not much videos. Doesn't go to... So I'm trying to find that video real quick. I'm underneath my own, underneath the videos right now. I'm trying to find it. Sort by most popular. There we go. Alright, 8.8 thousand views. And that was 3 years ago. And that's almost 3, holy shit, 9,000 views? So it's not 3,000, not close to 3,000, it's all about like 800, about, no.
You do know that I've got 2 degrees.
200, it would be 200, not 2K, not 2,000, 200, just the plain 200. It'll be 9,000 views. Just to give you an idea between the two. And it's my top 4. It is the one with the block party with the fireworks that happened 7 months ago. That's at 531. That is my top 3 video that happened 3 years ago. Literally, top 3 videos I could profit. And one of them is the NBA one. It's 5 minutes and 43. There's one that's a 22-second mark. And there is the block party. That's 7 minutes and 9 seconds. So I got top 3 videos I could profit off of this.
I'm here for you, boss. 100%.
The top one would be where to find Main Street Newsstand on 2K18. And then the one after that would be Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. That would be the next one. And one after that would be Block Party with Fireworks. And then Grand Theft Auto City by PS4 version, PS4 Pro version gameplay. And then another one that's 1 minute and 21 seconds, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. And that's 515. The Grand Theft Auto Vice City is 523. The 22 second video of Tom Clancy Recon Wildlands is 576. So there's 531, 515, 576, and 8.8 thousand. So I would say there are at least 5 videos I could make a profit. Turn those 5 videos into profit, and then I may be rich. Then those 5 videos I will be probably rich. But I don't have the money to do so. I mean literally. Because I don't actually have anything, but I have 5 videos that I could turn to profit. But I don't have the money to turn them to profit, in other words. But I want to, eventually. Then I could get, like, upgrades to, like, better live streams, I mean, I do have a gaming computer that a friend this is what I mean. I got a laptop that's a 3000 that was a gift from a friend. And a gaming tower from a friend as well. And it was not from the same friend. And it was to help me out to broadcast and go to a variety of video games that I might like to enjoy to play, which I have broadcast, or at least tried to broadcast on PC, was American Truck Simulator. But because my graphics card is so out of date, I really can't enjoy the full experience of it. And the one I've been looking at on Amazon, it's for 3,000 to 4,000. Yeah, 3,000 to 4,000. For a new gaming tower. So if I sell my laptop that's a $3,000 to $4,000 laptop, sell that, because it's in great condition. The laptop it gets used, but not like a lot of people like, oh, I'm gonna just toss it and break it. And no, it works wonders. It looks brand fucking new. But I'm not going to take it to Amazon or anything like that, because then what's the point? I won't get that $3,000 to $4,000 worth of it. I mean, it'd probably be nice if I did that, but why? Why would I want to do that? What's the point? What's the catch of it? But it's not worth it, in a way. If you think about it, it's not really worth it, because what if I can't get the 3,000 or 4,000 back from the laptop that I had gotten it brand spanking new. And it's the top quality one too. It's an Alienware laptop. So why would I waste that just in case I can't get a different one? You know? So I'm just stuck without moderating my own comments. People commenting, I can't moderate that. I can't do anything, you know? It's like I'll rather not use my phone to moderate, but I used to do that. I don't want to go back to that. If it's a must, I must, but it's not a must at this moment. It's one of those things. Your needs come first, then your wants come last. You know, this is what I've always learned. The wants, you don't worry about the wants. They come later when you have the money to spare. But if you don't have the money to spare, the needs come first, your top priority. And which is the reality of today, especially in the coronavirus pandemic. People are like, oh, it's like, you want this, you want the vaccine, but if you're not in the most immediate need of it, like, you know, the high top priority people, they're most in the need for it. We're not. People like me and, you know, people who are affected but not affected at the same time, you know? Like me, in other words. I am affected, but I'm not affected. I've tested negative 4 times. Last year, I tested negative 4 times because how my cough is. And whatever I do, cough, laugh, joke around and laugh, I have the, you might hear it, you might have heard it in my previous stream yesterday, I really don't know. But this is what I'm talking about. People want to be assholes, not taking consideration where I'm coming from, what my lifestyle is, and they want to be completely douchebags, in other words. And I've been watching TV, catching up on shows and whatnot as well. But other than that, people want to be dirtbags and douchebags and a whole bunch of them. If there's a Bible to describe these kind of people, if there was a Bible of just specifically for swear words, I would throw those swear words, all those at people. Every single one. Probably not as thick as the Bible, but close to it. So, yeah. So what's the point? You know? Why be a dick when I could be more of a dick than anybody could be? I mean, literally, I could be the nicest person you... I told you, I warn people, don't piss me off. Because I could be the nicest, or I could be the worst person you have ever fucking met. And she, my next door neighbor, had seen that side of me a couple years ago. And she soon pressed charges on me because she didn't like that. Well, then, don't piss me off. And another thing, a couple months before I was accused of something, June of the same year of 2019. Yeah, the year of 2019. June, she was having internet problem. And she asked my dad, she's like, hey, I'm having internet issues. Can you help me? Or your son? Or I prefer you than your son. But if it's like, my dad told her, well, my son knows more about electronics and internet issues and all that more than I do. So he would be your best bet. But he also warned her, don't backstab him like you usually do, calling the cops on him. And guess what? I helped her out, and she called the cops repeatedly. Up until I was accused. So yeah, therefore that happened. My dad warned her, don't backstab him. Don't do anything that provoke him. Because we all both know it, you provoke him. The whole neighborhood is knowing it, you provoke him. He'd be listening to music, doing what he does. And you call the cops, and you're the only person that does it in this fucking neighborhood. Literally, just one person out of the whole fucking block. Only one person doesn't like me. And been after my ass since before I lived in the neighborhood. Just put it that way. Everybody else doesn't have a problem with me. They have told my dad, oh, just, if he's doing him, just, I'll leave him be. It's like, yeah, but one person doesn't get that. If he's doing him, then why is she calling the cops on him? I'll leave it that. But I'm about to log off. I'm probably going to catch them up on shows and whatnot. I don't have WWE Network, but I want to catch up on all of the 2021 Royal Rumble, WWE Royal Rumble, yesterday. So I do want to catch up on that. I'll leave you guys be. Depends on my cough and how I'm feeling. I don't know. But I told you there will be a my personal update that I want to do. Just let my viewers and other people know what's going on with me. So I'll try my best, but I cannot make any guarantees or promises. All right. That's the one thing I don't want to do. Then it'll be like, oh, you made a promise to do this and that on this day. Like, no, I'm gonna do it when I can and my body is willing. But I do have a couple appointments this month as well. I got a chest scan coming on February 18th to figure out what's wrong with me with my cough and battering for over almost a year. Next month will be a year in March. Been battering this since March. So therefore all of that, and if you want to catch any of my live stream, that it will be uploaded soon on this. Just be mindful of everything that I say is actually real and realistically and all of that. But if I get, also I wouldn't mind if people are like, read the comments and say, oh, he's not making this shit up. Because I will get trolled on my own fucking YouTube. Literally. And yes, I don't do the face cam as of now. Because one thing's for sure, people will be like, oh, you're so fucking ugly, you're this and that, and so fucking bullshit and all. It's like, really? Dude? You don't have anything better to do but to troll me? Come on now. You're better than this. Or at least I am. I don't go on all the YouTubers and say, hey, you're garbage, you're trash, you're all this and that. No, I don't do that. I'm better than that. I might cuss you out and trash talk on the game and cuss you out on the game, but I don't go to your YouTube channel or anybody else's. Hey, you're trash. You suck. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's like, really? Dude, come on. It's pathetic. And I call people pathetic losers. Because that's what they are when they do that shit. I don't do it. Don't go on people's YouTubes. That's why I say no. That's why I have that on my YouTube channel. Do not harass me, otherwise you'll be banned from my YouTube channel. I don't want my channel to be toxic, and me being toxic, that's the only thing makes it worse. Yeah, I'm trying to be, you know, less swearing, but meaning people being toxic to me kind of like ruins the whole purpose of me not being toxic. Because I really have the impulsive behavior of treating people with the same dignity that they show me. Oh, you want to be an asshole? Okay, fine. I'll treat you as an asshole as well, but worse than as you're treating me. And also there's a saying out there, that two wrongs don't make a right. But still, you can't help it if you're in a situation in a way. In a way you don't have, you want to, you have the impulse. I have the impulse. Most people react the same way if they're being trolled and harassed and bullied and all these things. I've never been bullied by anyone ever as much I've been bullied in a video on being a gamer, pretty much. And it's pathetic. It's like, okay, why be a cyberbully where there's actually a literary crime to do it? I'll put people on full blast. It might be 2021, but people want to be toxic. Well, then be toxic. I'll be toxic right back. Just a fair warning. But I'll let you guys go on that. Alright? Have a good night. Maybe the rest of this month. It depends. I don't know. I'll end the live stream and catch up on shows. Alright? Catch you guys later. Oh, really?